Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies, a book podcast where we thirst over morally questionable men and call it literary analysis. We're Kelly and Raven, your guides through epic worlds, unforgettable love stories, and the characters who live rent-free in our minds. If you love fantasy and romantasy, grab a drink, get cozy, and join us as we explore the magic, the romance, and the stories that keep us turning the pages. So like the fan art, and then when I did my re-listen the other day, the fan art is exactly how she describes DM. It's just not how I picture her in my head. In my head, she has like short cropped hair and she's kind of like, I don't know, like masculine. I don't know.
Are you going to say butchy?
No, it wasn't.
No. No.
No, it wasn't. Because she's such a strong character. I freaking love her.
Listen,
Okay.
Okay. Welcome to Shadow. Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies. I'm Raven,
And I'm Kelly.
and this week we are going to be talking about Spark of the Everflame.
By Penn.
And Kelly, if you would give us a quick summary.
I feel like I also need to preface this that I read this series. It's not a completed series, but I read the first three books and I was obsessed with them. And I will never stop talking about this series. And I finally got you to read it. And I'm just stoked that you love it as much as I do. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So here is my short 1 to 2 minute, no spoilers summary. Spark of the Everflame follows DM Bellator, a healer whose mother goes missing. And in the process of trying to find her mother, she ends up becoming the palace healer and interacting with the Descended. The Descended are descended from gods, and I'm totally ruining this. Oh, fuck. Okay, I need to redo this. Hold on.
Ugh.
I hate. Okay, see. All right. Okay.
Wait, am I going from the beginning over?
No, I'm just going to start from the summary part. You can cut this out. I'm sorry. Okay, here is our 1 to 2 minutes, no spoilers summary. Spark of the Everflame follows DM Bellator, a young woman who is trying to find her missing mother. DM is a healer and she finds herself thrusted into the world of the Descended royalty. In this enemies to lovers, slow burn, politically intriguing storyline, she is getting torn between her two worlds, the world of the humans and the world of the Descended. I cannot stop talking about this book. So if you're a fan of good fantasy, world building, and you need a story with a good plot, this is the book for you. And I will never stop talking about this series. I love it so much.
Yes, I gotta get this episode over with so I can start the second book. So
It
I've never
ends
been so
on a really great cliffhanger.
I was so deeply involved into the ending that I didn't even realize. Well, first off, on my Kindle, I had it hidden where it didn't say the pages, didn't say how much I'd left, and I was just like going with it. And I was at the end, I was reading it, and I didn't realize I was at the end, and I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, no, no, no. And then all of a sudden I turn the page and acknowledgments. And I'm like, are you or I was like, you kidding me? I was like, I was just in the middle of transforming. Oh man, I was so invested. And I've been thinking about this for 2 days because I'm ready.
So this was probably my first five-star read after I finished ACOTAR and Fourth Wing. I was kind of in a book slump and I found this series and I'm gonna rate it 5 out of 5.
5.
Yeah. Okay, what is your opinion about our female main character, Diem? How would you rate her?
I'm gonna go maybe a 4.
Okay.
4.
Yeah. I think I might rate her a 5. She to me, she's like a very strong female lead. She wasn't really on for me, she wasn't whiny like some of the other books that we've been reading. She was kind of no nonsense. She really like took care of herself and carpe diem, she was gonna go find her mom, no
I did
matter
feel
what
like
the
she was a
cost.
little naive and like the
Okay.
like I did feel that she was a little naive and like I get it that they were keeping her from things and not wanting her to be a part of the descended world and stuff, but I feel like that's in your face and like you're just like how you can't be completely.
It's interesting that you say that because that naivete is going to follow her in the second book.
Oh, yay, fucking me.
Okay, so we have a two main male characters,
I thought you were about to
but
say game time.
no, I want to talk about the main characters
That's
first.
fine.
Okay, so we kind of have two, and this is common in the fantasy world that we start out with a love interest that ends up not being the main love interest as the
Dane,
series goes on. So it's like a Dane, like a
Tamlin.
Tamlin.
Yeah.
So DM has a boyfriend, her childhood best friend. They started um, dating, and his name is Henry. And do not go search for Henry because he plays a huge part in the next book, and I do not want to spoil it.
For me,
But for you, yeah. I know how much you hate spoilers. And then we have Luther Corbois, who is a shadow daddy. He's a little bit off-putting at first because he's kind of stoic. He doesn't say a whole lot, but
he's
the yearning,
brooding.
the brooding and the yearning and the kiss. Oh my gosh. I loved Luther. So even though he may have been like a 4 out of 5 in this book, I have a really
He's
hard
a 5.
time.
He's a 5. He's a 5 for
I
me.
okay, all right. I was gonna rate him a 4 just because he gets so much better as the series goes on.
Shh.
Um, and I just
I
I'm so
am.
excited for you to read the second book.
Yeah, I am too. I have a feeling that this is going to be one of those. Where is she? Where'd she go? Who has her? Save her kind of thing. I can't wait. Don't fucking say anything. Don't even smile. I'm not even gonna open my eyes till you're done cheesing.
Zipped. Okay, what did you think of the world building in this book?
Um, the beginning was a little choky for me. I was definitely getting a little choked up. Not choked up. Fucking choked up. I was getting very I don't know how to
It was a little bit of a slog. Like you're just like kind of trying to
Yes.
get through
Yes.
it.
That's what and I was, but yeah, it was definitely turning some rusty ass gears for me. I was like, this is, come on, man. I remember falling asleep a few times. And
Yeah, the first few chapters, maybe like the first 5, is a little bit of a slog. She gives a lot of information at when it comes to world building right up front. But if you can get past that, um, it gets
it's,
so good.
it'd be like a really interesting part and a really great part. And like, you're like, ooh, what's coming? And then all of a sudden, like, All right, here we go again with some more of this. Just slow and go.
Yeah, she really sets the stage and puts a ton of foreshadowing in that first chunk of the book. And so yeah, I just get past like the first 4 or 5 chapters. I
So
promise it is
probably,
worth it.
yeah, there's only like
Maybe
25
more.
chapters. I would say probably 8 chapters.
Okay. All
It
right.
was
Maybe the
because
first third.
once I got to a certain like point, I was like, oh, Smooth Salem, this is great, looking fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, now I will be up all night.
But once you get to that point, there is a little bit more world building in book 2 and book 3, but I feel like her pacing gets so much better after you get through that world building chunk. Did I
Me
ruin it?
that. Don't tell me there's more world building. I've already established enough. Like, we can
Okay,
keep it. All right,
so
anyways.
I'm trying not to ruin it for you.
All
Okay.
right, let's rate Henry. Henry sucks, but he's a
Oh
good
my gosh.
character.
Henry is such an interesting character because you want to kind of root for him, but he just keeps making all the wrong decisions.
I like the history. I like their history. But I can't like the Dane and Violet kind of thing where they're friends for forever and they become love interests kind of thing. It doesn't work for me because I see like my friends that I friend zoned and I
Mm,
don't see any of them blossoming.
yes. I feel like in the beginning, you start to wonder, is this going to be a friends to lovers situation?
I
But the
hated it.
chemistry on is just not there.
Yeah.
Um,
I,
but the chemistry between her and Luther really pops off. So you're starting to root for the Shadow Daddy, and then Henry starts to make some poor decisions. Says some poor things. I don't know if they're poor decisions, but he says some
oh,
things.
he makes some shitty decisions. He
He
does
made
make
some
some shitty.
shitty decisions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you do understand where he's coming from, but yeah, he's an interesting character. I can't wait for you to read him in book 2.
Listen, we haven't given a second book follow up to any of our
I
episodes
know.
yet,
I know.
but this
I think we
one
might need to do the second book fairly soon after this
is
because
right
I
after I read
I
it.
need you to read the third book too. As
Why don't
fast
I just finish it and then we do wrap it all up?
because I am terrible and you are terrible about not giving like clues away from the second and third book. So I want to do one right after you finish the second book,
Okay.
if we can.
We
Okay.
could also have a second of Raven Kennedy we can gild our way
Yeah.
into
We can
by
build our
doing.
way into.
Okay.
Okay. So game time.
Yay! I was waiting for it this whole time. I'm like, is she gonna do it now? She's gonna do it now. She's gonna do it now.
Okay. So we are going to try and play a word association game.
Try.
And the rules for this game, it has to be in the Kindred Saga Spark of the Everflame worlds. I'm going to say a word. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. I'm going to say a word. You're going to say a word at the same time. Then those 2 words, we're going to try to find an associated word. And then
And
we're going to
say
keep
them.
doing that until we say the same word.
Yes.
Okay.
Woo.
So I'm going to think of a word. Do you have your word?
And this is just any word in the book that related to the book.
Can be character, place,
Can just be anything.
item.
Okay. All right.
Okay, do you have your word?
Yeah.
Okay. Three, two, one. The
Castle.
Descended. Okay, so now we have to come up with a word that connects descended and castle. Okay, do you have your word?
Oh. Um,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Three, two, one. The king.
King. Woo! So many options. Jeez.
Okay, so we're gonna start over because that
But
one was really fast.
we know how this works now. Well, I think we just go into it and then they'll figure it out.
Yeah, ready? Do you
All
have a
right.
word?
No. Okay.
Three, two, one. The healing
Healers.
center. Okay, do you have your next word? We did not
Um,
plan this ahead of time. This is totally off the cuff. Okay, do you have your next word?
almost hold
No,
on. I'm
that's fine.
trying to
Take your time.
remember what it was. Okay.
Okay. Three, two, one.
Flame
DM.
group.
Okay, so now we have to associate DM and flame root.
All right, ready?
Okay, I got mine. Three, two, one. Magic.
Descendant.
I almost said the descendant. Okay, so now we have to find an association between magic and the descended.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Let me
do you have
think.
your word?
Okay.
Okay, three, two, one. Luther.
Gods.
Okay.
This might be a
Gods
long one.
and Luther. Gods and Luther. I'm trying not to say the descended again.
I got my word.
Okay, hold on. I'm thinking of my word. Gods and Luther. Gods and Luther. Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
Three, two, one.
The
Shadow Daddy.
crown.
Okay, I have my next word. I have my next word. Okay.
Hold on. You said Shadow Daddy. I said crown.
Hmm.
I'm trying. Um, what was that called? I'm just
Oh,
I'm gonna say something like it, and then you'll understand it. Okay.
okay. Three, two, one. Prince.
Sarar.
Oh, Sarai.
Right. Oh, look at me go.
So, FYI, I listened to the audiobook, so I know how to say all the names.
Oh, that my dumbass just asked you earlier. Is that how you say it?
Okay, so now we have to find an association between Sarai and the prince.
Okay, I got my word. Okay. Three, two, one. DM. The king. DM and the king. Here we go. Ready? Hold on. I don't have my word yet. Hold on. No. What? We just keep missing. We keep missing. But that's the point of the game. We really got to the first one way too fast. Okay, so DM and the king. DM and the king. We're gonna go. Okay, I came up with a word. Okay, go. All right. Three, two, one. The throne. Dagger. Okay, so throne and dagger. I don't even remember throne. A throne in that. I just remember the throne. No, I guess a king sits on a throne, but yeah, they didn't actually talk about it. And then at the end of the book, she becomes the queen. So I don't know. I just thought of throne. Okay, so we're trying to associate throne and dagger. Oh, I got
don't
one. But it's not associated with the book. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. I think I have a word. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Metal. Glass. Okay. The throne with the swords, all the swords, the throne, knives. What is glass? Wait, you said throne of glass? No, what is it called? No, what is it called? I don't know what you're trying to say. They made a freaking shell out of it. What? With Circe. Oh, Game of Thrones? See where I got mixed up. Yeah, Game of Thrones. Okay, the sword and the throne and the sword. I feel like your word that you're looking for is political intrigue. I mean, okay, so there is some political intrigue in this book. I love when they get into like the politics of stuff. Happens way more in book 2. So we're just gonna go with political intrigue as your word. And metal. Okay, I have my word. I don't think it's a word we've already said, but it might be. Me. I gotta remember, the name. You're giving yourself away. The name's, sorry. Okay, sorry. What are 2 words again? Political intrigue and... You gave me political intrigue, but yes, what? I forgot what I said already. And dagger, no, I said dagger. And I said metal. And then, pause for a second. We gotta, like, rewind. Okay, so it was dagger and throne. And I came up with metal. And you came up with Game of Thrones. Political intrigue. We're gonna go political intrigue. So metal and political intrigue. I got my word. Okay, I remember where we're at now. I still can't remember what mine was called. Political intrigue. Politics. That's what you're describing. No, I'm not on that. I'm thinking about the next word that I want to use. Oh. Okay. I don't remember what it was. Okay, well, I'm just gonna blurt out. You'll get it. You'll fit in. 3, 2, 1. The crown. Group of people. Group of people. The descended. The ones that are against the royal family. No, the ones. The rebels. Yes. The rebels. Okay. They have a name. Oh yeah. So what is their name? Yeah. So that's what I said. The group of people. Okay. So they follow the old gods, and so they have this tattoo of the Everflame tree. Is that what the Guardians. The Guardians. Okay. Group of people. The Guardians. Okay. What did I say? Crown. Guardians and crown. Okay. I'm just thinking, God, we're not going to get to this middle at all. Okay, I got my word. Guardians and the crown. Okay, ready? I feel like this might be the one. Not if I don't have one. Oh. Guardians and the crown. Alright. 3, 2, 1. The enemies. Okay, that's a good one. You picked a good one. Okay. DM enemies. Okay, DM enemies. Okay, you got your word? I'm gonna recycle a word, but I don't care. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. The descended. Henry's not her enemy yet. They kind of are. He works for the enemy. Okay. The descended and Henry. We have to come up with a connection. That's different. I got one. I got one, but it's not gonna be your word. I feel like we're gonna go in completely opposite directions. Okay. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. War. The healers. What did you say? The war. Well, they're not at war yet. Okay, I get it. Okay, they're trying. Yeah, they mentioned a lot of talk about going to war. Okay, war and the healers. Okay. Okay, I don't know if my word is the best word of all time, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. The rebellion. Mom. Oh, that's a good one. Mom and rebellion. I feel like we're gonna get there. Ready? Do you have your word? Mom and rebellion. Mom and rebellion. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The king. Leader. Okay, king and leader. We gotta get there. Okay, king and leader. Okay. Okay, I have to think of a word. How do you connect king and leader? I mean, it's obvious, but I'm trying to think of a word. King and leader. King and leader. Okay, I got a word. I'm scared. 3, 2, 1. Do you have a word? Yeah. Okay, Andre. I was gonna say the kingdom. Okay, Andre Bellator, the kingdom. I got a word. Okay. I don't. Okay. I can recycle, right? Yeah, you can recycle. But my word's not a recycled word, so we're not gonna match. Andre, the king, right? Andre, the king. Wait, kingdom. Okay, Okay, Kingdom and Andre. Kingdom and Andre. Kingdom and Andre. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Beginning. You're so bad at this. I don't think you can nail it right off the bat, and then this one is so hard to connect. I hope everyone playing at home has matched one of us at least once. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. The king and the army. Okay, the king and the army. Oh. I have a word, but I know you're not going to pick this word, so I'm going to pick a different word. The king and the army. The king and the army. That word. I don't have a word. Shit. King and army. I don't know. I don't have a word. Shit. The king and the army. I just want to pick a word I've already picked, and I don't want to do that. Okay. So, I'm trying to I can't give you hints to get you close to my word. I know. What happens to the army when the king is in charge? They go to war. Death. Oh, death. Okay, war and death. I feel like we can get here now. Alright, war and death. War and death. War and death. War and death. Okay. Dangerous. I can't say the army again. Okay, war and death. War and death. Okay, I have a word. Ready? No? No. I'm gonna cry. Why are you gonna cry? Because we can't get through this game. It's like the longest game of all time. We're gonna get there. War and death. War and death. When I make an Instagram reel of this, I'm gonna do the first 3, and then I'm gonna be 20 minutes later. Okay, war and death. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Weapons. Swords. What did you say? Weapons. Oh, swords and weapons. Okay, we gotta get there. Sharp, pointy swords and weapons. Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Okay, I got a word. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Artillery. Ooh, soldiers, artillery. Okay, we're getting close. We're circling. We're like this. We're like. We're just gonna be like over here. We got there, but now we're. Okay, I got a word. What was your word? Soldiers. Okay, got a word. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Army. Pick a new word. Oh, we were recycling words. I don't think we're supposed to do that. Okay, commander and army. Pick a new word we've never used. Ready. And army.
Ready.
Okay, ready. 3, 2, 1.
Luther.
King. Shit. Luther? Is Luther a commander?
Thought he was. I'm thinking of Commander Rip.
Different book entirely. Okay.
Okay, Luther and fighting. We gotta come up with something that connects Luther and fighting. Okay. I don't have a word yet. Oh my god. Luther and fighting. Luther and fighting. Luther and fighting. Let's try again, but oh my god, we're doing so bad at this game. We're not on the same wavelength today. Luther and fighting. Luther and fighting. Sexy. Sexy.
We haven't even talked about anything spicy.
So this book is not very spicy. We didn't give it a spice level.
Listen, it is a little. It's got a little burn.
It is
Afterburn.
definitely a slow burn. There is a kiss. There is
punching.
There is some
Humping.
Yeah.
Without the details, so I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, no, it was not very detailed. But I gotta say, once you get to book 3, I'm sorry, I have to say this. Once you get to book 3, the best, one of the best I've ever read.
I remember you reading this book way back when, and we were just like, what are you reading? And you're like, oh, I'm reading this book, and it's taken forever, but I'm finally here, and I've been so patient, and it's the spice is finally happening. And you're like, you probably won't like it. And I was
3 chapters, on my audiobook. It's like 45 minutes long.
But the spice?
The spice.
Yes.
I shit you not. They start and it's like 45 minutes long. Okay. Anyway, going back.
So all of book 3 is gonna be spicy.
No, not all of book 3, but
Just
once they
half
get
of
there,
it.
it's worth it.
I know. I'm there. I'm not even there, and I'm already sucked in.
Okay,
Just
so
became
I forgot our words already. Luther and fighting. Luther and fighting. Luther and
I
fighting.
got one.
Luther and fighting. I don't have one. I mean, he fights. DM verbally.
I mean, hasn't he been to war before though?
Um, he has a scar, but we don't know where it came from yet.
Fuck up, Kelly. Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
I think we're done with this game.
I think we're done with this game. I think scar should be the word that we both pick right now.
Scar.
End scene.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Scar.
Scar.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.